of the minutes of December 12th, 2019, a special meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll move.
Second.
Been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next is consideration of a resolution acknowledging the issuance of the 2020 capital improvement and refunding bonds in part to refinance the obligations on the callable 2011 building authority bonds and call the refunded bonds for redemption on October 10, 2020. Do we
So
have been moved? Is there support?
Support.
Okay. Any discussion?
I guess I'd leave that to Mr. McGow. He can explain a little more in detail what we're doing.
Well, great. Thank you, Clyde. So I had a little summary in the email, but I think as you folks know, and I think Clyde, you actually asked the question when the city commission approved the bond authorizing resolution, whether there would be something that needed to be done by the building authority. And I think I said after we sell the bonds. So essentially the city went through its financing for the 2020 capital improvement program. And at the same time, we were able to refinance a couple prior issues of bonds to achieve interest rate savings and got those packaged into the deal. So the actual bond issue itself by the city was for approximately $12.6 million. Most of that was for new projects, but there was also the refunding components for the 2010 capital improvement bonds and 2011 building authority bonds. So the city was able to refinance those at lower rates. And as part of that, since those bonds are callable on 30 days notice, now that the city has obtained the financing for the refinancing, it's necessary for the building authority as the issuer of those bonds to officially authorize the redemption, and that will give the escrow agent the ability to call the bonds after we close. So the timing is that we sold the bonds last week. The bond issue is going to close on September 10th. And once the money is in hand, then the escrow agent will be authorized to give the redemption notice, which has to be given 30 days before the call date. The old bonds at the higher interest rates will be paid off, and the new bonds with the lower interest rates will continue on for the same duration as the original bond issue. So this was truly done just to take advantage of savings. And even though there's not that much left on these bonds, it was still a pretty significant savings. The two different refundings together generated about $250,000 of savings over the remaining 5 and 6 years. Net present value on that was 10.5%, which, you know, anytime you see more than 2 or 3%, that's considered to be economically a good savings. 10% is just a great deal. So it was kind of a no-brainer. And by packaging it with the new money for the new projects the city issued, you were able to achieve even greater savings. So Warren is on the line as well and just gave us our market analysis, wondering why anybody would buy these bonds if rates are so low. So Clyde, as we said, we're literally at record low interest rates in the municipal bond market as of 2 weeks ago. So it's a good time to be borrowing money and refinancing. So that's all I have to say. I'll answer any questions. And Warren wants to give us any more insightful market analysis. The floor is yours.
Well, it's hardly insightful. I think the only thing that I can say at this point is the market has backed off since we did the bonds. So to the extent you could hit the market lows, you did a pretty good job. And so we're very grateful to be a part of such a successful transaction. I mean, that's just, you know, I think we were all amazed when we did the water and sewer bonds earlier this year. And, you know, this deal, the average life was a little bit, you know, shorter, a little bit lower. But, you know, the overall net interest cost, you know, or true interest cost was basically 1.658%, and the all-in cost, including issuance expenses, was 1.76%. And Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, weren't we like, now granted, the water and sewer were 25-year deals with a longer average life of about 13 years, but they were like at what, 230 something?
Yeah, it's right around 230. So yeah, definitely a significant difference.
And I'd say since we did the deal, the longer end of the curve is backed up, 10 to 15 basis points.
Good.
Great.
So,
So congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Good work, everyone. So when will the refunding bonds be called?
30 days after the closing date, so it'll be October, the refunded bonds will be called on October 10th, both
Okay.
series.
All right. Gotcha. All right. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, we have a motion to approve. All those in favor say aye,
Aye.
Aye.
and it passes. So,
Go figure.
go figure. Do we have public comment?
We do not have any public comments.
All right.
Excellent.
So we will be adjourned. Stand adjourned.
All right. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank
Whoever
you.
the secretary is, Clyde, are you the secretary or
Yeah.
Steve?
I am.
Yes. So Clyde, yeah, I just need to get a couple, if you could fill in the blanks on the voting there and sign a copy and scan it to me in the next couple days, that would be great.
Do you need does it need to be stamped as well?
No, I don't need
Embossed?
any kind of stamp or seal. Just
Okay.
a scanned copy is fine for me.
Okay, and just your email, right? Will it work? Scan
Yeah.
it through your email? Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
get that out. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you want to stamp it and make it look pretty, that's fine, but it's not necessary.
Okay. I will get it out to you tomorrow.
Great. Sounds good.
Very good.
All right.
We're all.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.